Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Angel Season 3, Episode 18. This season has been insane. I'm really excited to get stuck into this one. Before I do though, I have just had some packages sent to my PO box, so I'm going to open these right now because I'm excited to see what they're all about. Here we go. Voila. Oh my gosh, I know what this is. I know what this is. How freaking sick is this? Oh my days, please tell me someone's left a note. No, there's no note. I'm gonna hazard a guess. AC10. Is this off you by any chance? And if I haven't got it right, then I apologize. Please let me know who has sent this. I love it so much. It's by a funky print, and I'm really hoping that I can get like a really nice frame for it and then pop it up on the wall somewhere. I kind of want to do like a collage of frames on this right wall here, just under my Dakara Jane sign. Thank you so much. That looks so freaking cool. There is another one as well. Oh, there's a note in this one. Perfecto. Oh, it's in a cute little wrapper as well. AC10. You have to have that Ninja air fryer. It will change your life. I have one now and can't imagine life without it. Since it can't be delivered to your PO box, please use this gift card and purchase it for yourself. Are you serious? AC10. You're an absolute legend. Thank you, thank you. I shall redeem it. And I shall purchase that Ninja air fryer. Thank you so much. I can also use those Ninja trays as well, those air fryer trays. That is so freaking nice of you. And I don't deserve you. I really don't. But thank you so freaking much. And because I'm on this like healthy food kick or whatever, it's gonna come in clutch. I just know it. And for those that are interested, I apologize for those that don't really care too much, but my fitness is going well, guys. It's going really well. I'm gaining muscle, I'm losing fat, I'm losing a bit of weight, but obviously the muscle sort of balances it a little bit there. But I'm really happy with how it's going. And like I say, I'm seeing results, so that's the main thing. Still a long way to go, but everyone's got to start somewhere. So I'm glad that I did it, and I'm gonna continue on that journey as well. AC10, what a freaking legend. And how cute. I love the little gift wraps that Amazon do. They're so freaking cute, and you can use them when you're, you know, gifting again. I can't wait to frame that picture as well. It's gonna be so good. I mean, how perfect are these colors for my office? Like, yes then. Let's dive into it then, guys. I'm excited. Here we go.
Oh, right. They were that couple that called last week with the squatter in their lair. Wesley was supposed to...
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I guess he was too busy stealing the baby.
Don't.
Oh, here we go. It's gonna get tense between these guys as well.
Making any headway on those pending file piles?
Just so much to keep track of. He lost the only child he'll ever have.
Sugar, I know.
Yep, that's gonna harm.
Pretty sure the rage is past, but you really want to find out firsthand?
No, thank you.
We're back! And we're bearing
Uh-oh. Cordelia, you've got no idea what's happened.
What happened?
Mm.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, gee, why did that make me jump? This scene must have cost a fortune in, like, prosthetics.
Bring him in. His marker's up. Time to collect his soul.
Excuse me? Time to collect his soul. Oh no. Here we go, let's do this. Hopefully I don't sob. Probably gonna sob. She's had some hairstyles, Cordelia, in this show.
This house is thick with sadness.
Yeah, tell me about it.
We can do nothing else for their pain. Is that why you were leaving?
Well, me? No, these are...
They are Wesley's then?
You might want to try to avoid saying the name.
Wesley, that was it. Wesley, Irish fellow, right?
He was English, you old bat.
Now, it says in your file you have a squatter in your lair.
Damn no good sketch demons, they're all alike.
Here we go.
These are jokes.
I've heard about them, sort of impish kind of demon, like a leprechaun.
Leprechauns don't exist, son.
Sketches take over a house, right? Drive out the people who live there?
The only thing worse is putting up with her for 300 years.
I thought getting rid of Sketches was pretty easy, though. Don't you just lop off its head?
Well, sure, if you can avoid the phlegm.
Get right over there and clean out your Sketch problem today.
Oh, jeez.
All that time and they're still in love. The way they finish each other's insults, it's...
Beautiful. I'll be back soon.
Don't forget your machete.
Yes, dear.
They're like a married couple themselves.
Hey, if he needs anything, just...
I'll call.
She's very conflicted, Fred, about Wesley, isn't she?
Hi, Wesley. I brought you some of your stuff from the office. Gunn and I found your notes about the baby, the prophecy. You're trying to protect him. I just wanted you to know I understand that. I thought what Angel tried to do to you was wrong, but he was right to blame you, Wesley. He should have come to us. He should have trusted us instead of going to Holtz behind our back. If Angel sees you again, he'll kill you, Wesley. Don't come back to the hotel. Ever.
Oof.
The prophecy was false. Angel was never gonna hurt Connor. It was all for nothing.
I feel for Wesley in this moment because he's got no one now. Literally, he's lost everything. And don't get me wrong, I know it's from his own actions. I just... it's still so hard though, right?
This Angel investigation. You must be Angel.
No. That DB Gray.
Smells like old people in here.
Jesus.
Okay, definitely not a leprechaun.
Oh, this is gonna get messy, isn't he? He's gonna, like, end up covered in that slimy stuff. Oh, well.
Must be my lucky day.
Not all over him, at least.
Wanna bet?
Also, not Angel. Wait, has he seen him before? That face looked like he'd seen him before. Through the valley in the shadow of death, I've been laughing so long that we spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. They must have paid quite a bit for this song, no? Such a banger. Great film as well. So Gunn knows these guys.
What can I do for you, Mr. Gunn?
I want something.
The supply needs. Kind of things you gotta have right now or you'll die.
I need it.
What is it? Money? Love?
What did you do, Gunn?
Very nice. I can make it happen, but there's a cost.
Is it going to be a sister?
Is your future.
What future?
Still, I need you to state for the record of your own free will.
I'm sure.
Good.
You made a deal. Signed a blood oath, trading your soul. You're planning on giving your soul to another, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
Some broad, you're falling for her, hard.
Oh.
In Fred a guy's name? Hey, none of mine. I'm just here to tell you, you broke the contract.
I gotta see him.
What you gotta do is pay up.
I'm not the same person I was back then. No, there's gotta be something else. Something else he can take.
Gee, I have never heard that one before. And if you're thinking about running or cheating, because then we'll take your soul and the girl's too.
She's got nothing to do with this.
Wait. When did he do this? When did he make this deal? And what, he just forgot that he did this?
You okay?
Yeah, fine.
You are not okay, pal.
I'm just kind of tired, but
Cordelia here. I can see the misery all over your face. Angel's lost his son. Wesley's gone, and here you are, happy as a kid in a candy store.
happy.
And racked with guilt because of it. You and Fred are meant to be. You and Fred have your whole big, bright futures ahead of you.
Talking about futures.
I should enjoy my future.
If there's one thing I learned living on Hellmouth, every day is precious.
I never figured I'd be around this long.
Live a little. We don't have any pressing cases right now. Have some fun.
Cordelia seems different. And I'm not talking about the hair.
Maybe you should come over here and find out. Of course, if it takes you too long. Have to cancel. Somebody just walked in my door.
You better looking than me?
Wait, you didn't cook, did you?
Nope. Your favorite food from your favorite diner.
Is today special or something?
Because we have the day off. And we are going to spend every minute of it having the best day of our lives.
Well, now it's official. You are the best boyfriend ever. Pancake kiss.
Ew.
I'm gonna release you later today. Is there someone that can pick you up?
Absolutely no one. He's got no one.
I think he was gonna be left-handed. Way he'd hold on to your fingers. His left hand always squeezed just a little bit tighter. When you live as long as I do, you eventually lose everyone.
This is different though.
But he was just...
He was special. I wish they'd stop showing the crib.
Son.
And now for our next item of pleasure, we got movies galore. Something wrong with your shake? It's your favorite. Double mocha, double whip.
Oof. Sounds amazing.
Don't fold on me now, girl. We got a lot of fun to go today.
Oh, I'm all for fun. It's just too much more and I might explode.
No more food. But movie, club,
The
shopping.
size of them plates as well. Holy.
I'm kind of wiped.
God, I blew it. I tried too hard.
No, it's been like the most wonderful, beautiful day ever. It's just, it's not like we have to cram the rest of our lives into one single day, right?
Wrong.
Oh my God. You're doing all this because something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Terribly wrong.
No.
Yep.
Do you have leukemia? Don't laugh at me. I see it on the news all the time.
Not sick.
You're not. I feel much better.
But I'm gonna be soulless.
Maybe we should just get out of here and go to the hotel.
Maybe we should stay right here and you should stop lying to me.
Mm-hmm.
I know something's wrong. Whatever it is, we'll get through it together.
No, we won't. This isn't something we're going to talk through. You share your feelings, I'll share mine, then we'll have a big hug.
He's gonna play bad cop so that
The way you're talking to me.
Too bad.
he's forcing her away.
Being honest. Isn't that what you want?
Is it me? What's wrong with me?
Now I got to make a list.
Holy. This is horrendous. This is the worst way to go about this.
What's happening is you and me are over.
I don't believe it. Is there someone else?
Her name is I'm a real woman, not a stick figure. Get the picture?
I hated every second of that. That was really unnecessary.
The truth is, if you lived another 200 years, you'd never forget how Connor was taken from you. And you'll go on loving him and missing him. You'll go on living, too.
I don't know how.
The writing in the show is really good.
Fred. I'm sorry. I was gonna knock, but it wasn't a good time, so I didn't.
Fred, what is it? What's wrong?
It's Charles. I think he's in terrible danger.
Oh. Was that necessary? Into the eyeballs. Also, I'm really glad that Fred was like, nah, there's just something wrong. This is not Charles.
And you think that because he broke up with me, he would never say those things to me?
Things he said?
Exactly. That's why I know he's in trouble.
You and Gunn are dating.
Not anymore, I guess.
Oh, Fred.
Then I guess we better help him. We are not losing another member of this family.
Cut to Wesley.
Or maybe we should report his truck is stolen.
It's not a terrible idea. Get the police involved in case none of this pans out.
We should.
And perhaps as we search, we could leave these small rectangles behind, as did that creature who came by yesterday inquiring about Gunn.
What?
Somebody came by here looking for Charles?
Yesterday.
I thought they said Angel. What is wrong with me?
She must be pretty special, this girl you were getting ready to give my merchandise to.
I'm here to make good on my debt. You don't even talk about her. Let's just get this over with.
Gunn!
Just in the nick of eyeball time.
Fred! Hey!
That's a lot of monsters.
Mind telling me why you're disrupting my business?
You're about to deprive me of a very valuable employee. I'll make a deal with you. You release him, I'll let you live.
Kill him.
Double or nothing. You win, you get us both.
What game?
And now what's the plan?
This is the plan.
Really?
Can she count cards or can Angel count cards?
But if you lose your soul, won't you go evil and start killing everybody, including us?
I've got to go with Ace on this one, sorry.
I'm gonna win, and if I lose, you know what to do.
He's gotta win. Right? He has to win.
Name your game.
How about a simple cut of the deck?
He's very confident. Quite high. You're gonna get a king. Shit.
A 3?
A 3?
That quick enough?
Works for me.
Charles!
It's over. No need to say thanks.
You're right. If killing him was that easy, I would have done it myself.
Oh.
Anybody else in here owe this guy?
I mean, I guess that would.
I was terribly, terribly wrong to break up with you and say those mean and untrue things.
Who'd you trade your soul for?
That was way before I met you. It was a truck.
What?
Not this truck.
Don't go dissing my girl.
Oh, Charles, your soul wasn't worth air conditioning.
Look, back in the day, this truck kept me alive. Didn't think I had a future then. Now I do.
Well, that I didn't see coming.
What is it about you that makes me melt?
Maybe it's that I love you.
Wow, that's so cute. He gets his truck still, and keeps his soul, and gets the girl. Oh, Angel. I'm not crying. I am not crying. So I did find that episode like really emotional. I think that the writing just seemed on point. I loved the words used for this, and obviously they acted the hell out of it as well. It's hard because it's like Cordelia said, you don't really know that feeling what Angel's going through. Like, he is the only one experiencing that, and people can relate if they've had similar experiences but never his. And I think that Angel needed to hear that, just a bit of honesty. And you know, it's going to be hard. You're not going to be able to get over this. It will be a struggle. Life will continue, and you can still continue to help others so that they don't experience what you're going through right now as well. I kept getting really emotional whenever they showed the crib, and Angel just sort of staring at it, wishing and praying that Connor would just magically appear back there. I think I got more emotional as well because it reminded me of a time where when I was pregnant, and I set up the crib, and just before having Grayson, I would just constantly just sit in there and just stare and think, there's gonna be a baby in there. there soon. Like, it was just wild to me, and you have all the emotions and worries and anxiety and all of that stuff. But then when I think about Angel and just those that have experienced like that level of loss, it's just, it's unimaginable. And I'm still hopeful that they can save him. I think I'm more surprised at how everyone has just accepted that Connor has gone with Holtz in this place. They found out like the dimension or whatever could only open the one time. But you'd think there'd be more research and desperation to have Connor return, do literally anything. But I think at the minute they're just so overwhelmed with the loss. And it's not just Connor, which obviously is huge, but it's Wesley as well, like another member of the team, at the family, that has obviously been removed from the group, and having Cordelia come back to this shit show of the entire company dynamic shifting, like it's gotta be rough. The scene where Fred sort of confronted Wesley in the hospital was extremely emotional, because you could see that Fred still cared for Wesley a lot. That was obvious. And even when others were showing their disdain or their hatred for Wesley, she'd always have that little glint in her eye of, I understand why he chose to try and save everyone. And when Fred opened up and said, but I can't forgive you for not coming to us, not trusting us, like it could have been different. And it is so freaking true. If he had that fear, he should have been able to talk to his team. He just should have. And I can't wrap my head around why he felt as though he couldn't. I think that's the most difficult for me to sort of comprehend. Why would he have not spoke to anyone? And yes, Fred and Gunn like had a thing going, and he was hurt by that, and Cordelia was traveling with Gru, and it was directly involving Angel and his son, and he is a scary vampire. There's Lorne as well. Like, the team has done nothing but grow. When he was having that like one-on-one talk with Angel, and they were sat on the bed, or were they in Angel's room or something, or at Wesley's apartment, whatever it is, when he was like uncomfortably laughing because he just couldn't believe what was happening and whatnot, he could have admitted then to what he believed to be correct. And if Angel would have taken that poorly and retaliated, he could have dealt with that. It would have been better than going behind their backs and talking to Holtz. But again, these characters aren't perfect. They're gonna make mistakes, and we're gonna see those flaws, which makes them more realistic and entertaining to watch and all of that good stuff. But it would be nice if we had some resolution there. I don't want Wesley to be completely alone going through all of this, and he's lost his voice. He can hardly talk, and when he was walking into his own apartment, the lights were off, and he was just lonely. Just that constant feeling of loneliness. And I'm sure that he felt so much relief at first when Fred came to see him, thinking, oh, you know, someone that doesn't hate me. For then the conversation to turn quite pointed, it's got to be disheartening, and he must just be so scared right now. He's made mistakes before, and he's come out of them. This just, it does feel heavy. But what I want the team to remember is when Angel did it, you know, that eventually he had to prove himself, but eventually he was brought back in. And I'm hoping that they will show Wesley that same sort of courtesy, like allow him to correct his wrongs and learn from those wrongs, and just hear his side of things. It feels brutal. I don't know how else to sort of describe that. And Gunn trading his soul for a truck, I think in my head it was gonna be a sister, like somehow this person could maybe save, but I didn't understand like how the deals worked and whatnot. And listening to Charles express like this wasn't just a truck for me. Like I was in a bad place. This was my home. This was what helped me and helped so many others as well. You can't really put a price tag on something so personal like that. I just love the fact that Gunn isn't in that place he was. Like he has worked freaking hard and he has lost a lot as well, but he's finally happy. Like he's happy in life, and like Cordelia said, like he should freaking enjoy that. He should celebrate that. And yeah, I guess timing wise wasn't ideal, but luckily Angel pulled through and sorted that out, as did all the other monsters in the casino. But yeah, I think it's definitely for the best that Gunn has had that, as scary as it probably was, that he's had that realization, that moment of, I'm going to lose everything now, just as I am happy in life. And it's kind of similar to the curse that Angel has on him with his soul. Like when he feels true happiness, then he loses his soul. It's kind of the same thing with Gunn. You know, he finally got that with Fred, and the teamwork, life, it felt good for him. And that's when they came to cash in the soul. So if anyone can sort of relate to that, it would have been Angel. I'm excited to see where they take this. And again, I'm still praying and hopeful that the portal can open up and they can get Connor back. I hate saying it, but it does make sense from like a writer's point of view, like a production point of view. Like having a baby on set all the time, it's going to be hard. And obviously as they grow, it gets difficult casting and all of that. Because of that, I'm like, they're going to leave it a good while until that's even a possibility. Maybe in seasons two. I mean, I don't even know how many seasons are in Angel, come to think of it. But maybe in the future of the show, when years have passed and he's, you know, a young child or even a teenager is probably wrong. Unless they do like a time jump, then we could sort of bring him back and we don't have to worry about the baby being on set all the time, watching him grow up slowly. But they might nail it as well. They might bring him back soon and I'm just going to look stupid and they just do a really good job. I have no idea. I'm just talking from past experiences with TV shows and when they bring babies in and whatnot. Like with Friends, with Ben, you don't see him because he's with his mums, and then every now and then they'll bring him back in and he's just a different age, so a different actor, you know. If he was solely in Ross's care and in the show constantly, it would just make things a lot harder. So yeah, I don't know why I'm going on this rant. Just shutting off the bubbles. Anyway, with regards to this episode, one, I'm so thrilled that Cordelia is back. I also feel like she seems different though. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. There's like a different level of maturity, maybe. I don't know, and like a sense of calm. Whether it's because she went away on vacation with Gru and it's just she needed that TLC time, and then when she's come back, you know, she's all relaxy taxi. I don't know. She felt different. It could just be me. Gru is kind of jokes. He's so lost within their world right now. He doesn't fit at the moment. But I felt that way about Wesley, and then later down the line, I'm like sobbing, thinking that he's dying. So it could be the same with Gru, but as it stands at the minute, he just feels very oddly placed, in my opinion. I do feel as though like the Fred and Gunn stuff has happened quite quick, but they are adorable together. I just hope that it doesn't become like centralized around the romance of the couple, which I'm sure it won't because it is the Whedonverse, and whenever they do relationships, they like with Xander and Anya, it did feel very natural. It was only around like the wedding time it felt very focused on one thing, but yeah, prior to that I was quite happy with how they did that, and I'm hoping they'll do the same with Fred and Gunn. It's because it still has that like level of, if something was to happen to one of them, it builds that tension and that fear, but I don't want it to be solely like just the two of them being all lovey-dovey all the time. I feel like that might get a bit old quite quick, but that's just my opinion. Anywho, I think I've discussed everything that I wanted to in this. I hope that Angel recovers from this loss as best he can, and truly I hope that Connor comes back, to be quite blunt. And I want more Cordelia and her reaction to everything that's happened, because she was just very like solid. I'm going to be here for them. I'm going to, come into Angel's room, just sit and read because I'm there to support him in this time, this difficult time, which I loved. I would have also liked some quiet time with Cordelia just to reflect on how she feels about everything, because she's lost as well. Whereas she was putting those feelings aside because she's an absolute badass and looking out for her friends and, pushing her own feelings aside. But I hope us as the audience, we get to see a bit more of that reaction and that expression. I don't know. We'll see what the episodes brings. I did enjoy this one though. They did sort of cover everything quite well. And I'm excited to watch the next one. All I can hear is outside noise right now, so if my mic sounds utter garbage, I'm sorry. The kids are playing outside, there's magpies like screaming, there's work being done on a house like 5 doors down. It's very loud to me. Hopefully it's not coming from the mic, but anyway, thank you so much for freaking watching this and taking the time out of your day to just chill with me, watch some good TV. Hopefully it's like just watching it with a friend. And please be sure to share your thoughts and your comments on this episode in the comment section below, because I always love to read them. And I recently heard someone say, oh, I just assumed she didn't read the comments. And it kind of stung. It kind of stung a bit. I always read my comments. I always give them a little heart, or I reply to them if it needs a reply. I always check my comments, guys. I just have to leave it a few days because mods have to gloss over them, make sure that I'm not being spoiled with my shows. So it may be a few days late, sometimes weeks late, but I bloody read them. So please share your thoughts. Give this video a cheeky like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe as well if you want to see more. If you could be so kind, but there's obviously no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. I have been doing this for a while now, so there is plenty of content available from many different shows, and the easiest way to find everything is through my website, and the link to that is in the description. Just click on where it says my links and yeah, check all that good stuff out. But until next time, goodbye for now. Before I completely sign off, let's take a comment from the DAT pack, and today I've chosen Chrisen. I think you pronounce your name Chrisen. I think we've been here before. Chrisen, Chrisan, I apologize in advance. But they say ditto to Gabe's comment, so the one that I took from my last video. I think Holtz knew that just taking Connor away would break Angel's heart and give him a sliver of that vengeance he was looking for. He didn't want to start over with a new family, or he could have done that in his own time. It's just too bad Wesley gave it even a tiny bit of trust in Holt and then Justine. I've never understood why he didn't confide in the others about the prophecy. Same, I've literally just said that in my outro. I realised he was hurt by Gunn and Fred, also true. So he avoided going near their newly budding relationship. But he could have told Lon or called Cordelia. I'm convinced that this wouldn't have happened if Cordy was there. Yeah. To be honest, you're probably right. Because I feel like Cordelia's very blunt, very honest. And she's a great listener. She gives good advice. So you're probably right, to be fair. I'm convinced that this wouldn't have happened if Cordy was there. She would have seen through it all and put a stop to Wes's thoughts. On the other hand, Wes didn't have the best example of what a father could be as he grew up. Also very true. His father is always so judgmental, condescending and cold to him. It's possible he thought Angel was capable of turning on his son eventually. That's a very strong point to make, is if you look at Wesley's father and parentals, he hasn't had that loving, caring comfort that he was probably seeing in Angel and Connor. And that was from a vampire. So it shouldn't be a surprise that he has those doubts and those fears, because he's lived that. He's lived through a father turning on him and not being supportive for him. So yeah, you make a really good point there. And again, I do agree. If Cordelia was there, there's a high possibility it would have ended a lot differently. She's such a strong character. I feel like Cordelia is just really underrated. Everyone does love her, but she's so much more than, you know, a member of the team. It's what she provides for that team, and she's just brilliant. I love her a lot. And your comment was very well written, and definitely the same with Gabe. I think that I do understand Holtz's intentions a lot more than what I did, and it does make more sense. When it comes to Wesley, I'm similar with regards to the prophecy. Like, surely he could have spoken about that a little easier. Yeah, you know. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much for watching and for leaving your comment. It means a lot to me, and I hope you're enjoying the content. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of my videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below, and maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.